check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I'll keep my
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Dak going to start out going to the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Now the return will stop right around the 25.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
To the air goes Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's now second and 6. The Cowboys
A first carry for Rashad White. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Rashad White with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. There's the stiff arm. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott now. Here's one deep for Pickens. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
To throw is Daniels. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Rashad White. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington has taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Prescott able to hit his target lane. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
3rd and 5.
Here's Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, they keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Cowboys, first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
no receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
That's a screen pass. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offensive running back Rachaad White set to take over again. Now Daniels. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's White. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
The 11-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
That's caught left side by Center. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal.
It's fourth down and goal.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Buffalo 18!
Daniels going to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. His pass caught with the 4. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Still going. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 77 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November.
Brings up second and
Let's go now. Nothing. 60 Eagles. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
the Washington first down.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Running out of the gun with White. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Rashad White on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover him?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect it. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is this.
George Pickens, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Second down at 6 now from the 42. They'll go up the middle with White. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go right back to White here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and goal, Washington.
Allen is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off play action. Hartman to the right side and caught by Simmons. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember, the NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Hartman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Looking to throw. Hartman slings this deep from the McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Back to throw. Hartman. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing. Prescott. Pickens makes the sideline grab. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott from the gun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They complete it right side of Lane. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Commanders' first down.
Looking to throw. Hartman. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for Washington. 55 yards. First down, here's Wright. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They keep it on the ground. White again. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. White. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, Hartman. Touchdown! Ben Simmons, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Second down and a little more than a yard here. He'll look to throw. Pickens on the slant. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 6.
To the air again, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for a
Here we go.
Cowboys first down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Prescott off play action. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Defended by Kobe Durant.
Back to throw. Hartman. And this one is incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big
rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting home that time to Marby and Overshown. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's returnable now for Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll come up now on second down.
Yes! Here we go! 40.
Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Yeah, here we go!
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Second and 3.
They run a draw here on second down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go.
To throw, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, a 1-yard touchdown reception, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Washington down by 7. A minute 44 to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they need a touchdown, and here they're saying, we're not going to get it 10 yards at a time. They felt they needed to take a shot there to at least get them across the 50, but that one falls incomplete.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cowboys have just about Charles